Hi ShellPoint, I'm Christy Skinner, your Vice President of Healthcare, bringing you another edition of the Medical Minutes. I find it is becoming more common these days that people are stating they have some kind of food sensitivity. In a processed world, providers are finding that a sensitivity is a simple sign that our digestive tract is changing. Dr. Fasano, the Director of Celiac Research and Treatment Center, states that there are ways to manage these changes without changing your entire diet and ensuring that you keep getting all of your vital nutrients. Many people interchange food sensitivity with food intolerance or an allergy, but they are quite different, so let's discuss those a little further. Food sensitivity is an adverse physical response to a food, beverage, or ingredient that causes abdominal pain, bloating, and gas. Gluten is a common food sensitivity, but can vary in severity up to celiac disease, where an individual has an immune reaction and must avoid the protein altogether. Food intolerance means that you lack the enzyme your body needs to break down and absorb a certain ingredient. Lactose is a common example, as it cannot be absorbed and ferments the colon, causing gas, nausea, and intestinal pain. Food allergy is the most severe, as your body mistakes a food ingredient as harmful and will defend the body by producing a high level of antibody called immunoglobulin E. Please seek immediate medical attention if you consume a food that you have an allergy to. Common foods that people are allergic to are things like nuts and shellfish. Of all three, food sensitivity is the most common as you age because you have a natural weakening of the intestinal wall or lining. Large quantities of food being consumed at once or a poor diet will contribute to the further weakening of our lining. There are some ways you can help a food sensitivity. Identify the problem and try a short-term elimination diet, 2 to 4 weeks of certain foods, eliminating them and then slowly reintroducing them as tolerated. This process is some trial and error and many times works best with provider oversight. Keep a food diary. Once you have identified triggers, modify what you eat and how you eat it. Slow down. Evaluate the quantity you eat and the pace of how you are eating it. Involve your provider. Discuss your food sensitivity concerns with your medical provider to explore suggestions and interventions with them. Thank you for joining me today for another edition of the Medical Minutes, and please always feel free to reach out to me at christyskinner@shellpoint.org. Until next time, ShellPoint, stay healthy.